students, today we are going to start a new chapter, permutations and combination. But before starting it, let's consider one example. If in a party, if 5 persons are there, say A, B, C, D, E, and they shake hand with each other, okay? And we want to find out the number of handshakes, okay? So let's find out that. See, A and B, they shake hands. So this is 1. Then A and C, then A and D, and A and E. See here, A is fixed. So total we have here 4 handshakes, different handshakes. Then B shakes hand with A, C, D, E. But A and B, they shake hand means that is already counted here. So now B and C, B and D, B and E. So here we have 3. So number of handshakes, here it is 3. Now C shakes hands with D and with E. So this number is 2. And D with E, this is 1. So total is 4 plus 3 7 plus 2 9 plus 1 is 10. So in all we have here 10 handshakes. Here we have the number of person given is 5. So it's easy to find like this. But if it is a large number, then it's very tedious to find such thing. So for counting, we need this concept, permutation and combination. So that is the fundamental thing in mathematics, to count. So for that counting purpose, we need permutation and combination, and it is basic part of the branches of mathematics such as graph theory, then number theory, then discrete mathematics, and the most important one is probability, that you have studied some part in a 10th standard. Okay, so let's study permutation and combinations. So first of all, we are going to study the factorial notation. So what is factorial notation? So if n is a natural number, then n exclamatory mark, this is known as n factorial. See this exclamatory mark, we have to read it as n factorial. Is factorial of n is defined as n factorial equal to 1 into 2 into 3 up to n. See, first of all, n should be a natural number. Then n factorial is, or you can write this backward as n minus 1 up to 1. For example, if I take 5 factorial, means what? I have to start with 5, then write the numbers up to 1, decreasing this in descending order. So write the numbers in descending order. So 5 4 3 2 1, and this product is known as 5 factorial. So what is 5 factorial? 5 into 4, 20 into 3, 60 into 2 is 120. See, this is just notation. So 5 exclamatory mark, we have to read it as factorial. So 5 factorial, the value is 120. If we want to find out 4 factorial, then this is start with 4, then write the numbers in descending order, 4 3 2 1, and this value is 24. So 4 factorial is 24. Okay, so n factorial is n minus 1, so on, we have to write up to 1. So if it is 10 factorial, then 10 9 8 7 so on up to 1. So this is 10 factorial. It is very large number, so we are not calculating it, we are just writing the meaning of 10 factorial. So this is 10 factorial. Okay, now 0 factorial, though it is not a natural number, it is whole number, 0 factorial is defined as 1. So this is one important thing we have to remember. It is defined like this. So 0 factorial is defined as 1, and 1 factorial, by definition only it is 1. So 1 factorial, start with 1, write the numbers up to 1, the product is 1 only. So 1 factorial is 1. So n factorial is n, n minus 1, so on up to 1. This product is n factorial, 0 factorial is 1 and 1 factorial is 1. Now let's solve some examples using this factorial notation or involving this factorial notation. But before that, let's study one property of n factorial. See here, if I want to write 6 factorial, then this is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This product is 6 factorial. But if we consider this part only, then this is, we have started with 4 and we have written the numbers up to 1. So by our definition, it is 4 factorial, 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. Or if I take this part, 5 up to 1, then this is 5 factorial. So this is 6 into 5 factorial. See, 10 factorial, 10, 9, 8, 7 up to 1. But this part is 9 factorial. So this is 10 into 9 factorial. So we have one important property, n factorial is n into, next part is n minus 1 up to 1, and that is n minus 1 factorial. Okay, so this is important property of n factorial that we are going to use in solving the examples. So let's solve some examples based on this. The first one is evaluate 9 factorial minus 7 factorial. So 9 factorial means what? We have to write 9, 8, 7, 6 up to 1. Minus 7 factorial is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like this. So value of 9 factorial, I have already calculated it, and it is 362880, big number. Minus this 7 factorial is 5040, and this difference is 357840. You can check it. Just find the product from 9 up to 1, find the product from 7 up to 1, and find the difference using the meaning of factorial notation. Now the second one is 9 minus 7 factorial. See here now, we have bracket for 9 minus 7. That means what? We have to first find the difference of 9 and 7 and then the factorial notation. So it is 2 factorial. By the meaning of factorial notation, start with 2, write the numbers in descending order up to 1. So 2, and the next number is only 1. So it is 2 into 1, that is 2. So 9 minus 7 bracket factorial is 2. See the difference. If the meaning, we have to remember the meaning. Here it is 9 factorial minus 7 factorial means what? We have to find the values of the factorials first and then we have to find the difference. And here, as the bracket is there, first of all we have to find out the difference and then factorial of the difference. Okay, let's solve one more example. Say 10 factorial divided by 5 factorial. See now, it is 10 factorial upon 5 factorial means what? We have to find out the values of these factorials, 10 factorial and 5 factorial. So let's write 10 factorial first. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and then 5 up to 1. So that we can write it as 5 factorial, isn't it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. By definition it is 5 factorial. In the denominator also we have 5 factorial. So this 5 factorial get cancelled. So we have to find out this product. Now factorial notation is not there. We have cancelled it. So finding this product, 30240. So this is the value. Again I have calculated it first. So this is 30240. Okay. And if it is 10 by 5 factorial. See now, I have put a bracket here. That means what? First of all, we have to find out the quotient. The quotient is 2 factorial. We have already calculated it. The value is 2. So 2 factorial is 2. So the bracket makes the difference. So we have to check whether bracket is there or not. Okay. So let's solve one more example. Find the value of 9 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 6 factorial. See, whenever we have this quotient, find the biggest number. Here, it is 6. So we can write 9 up to 6 in descending order. When we write this 9 factorial, 9, 8, 7, and the next one is 6 up to 1. And by definition, it is 6 factorial. So writing like this, we can cancel 6 factorial. So let's write 3 factorial. The meaning of 3 factorial, it is 3 to 1. Okay, we have to find out the large number and we have to write the large number factorial such that this product up to the smaller number here, so that we can cancel it. So this 6 factorial get cancelled. And dividing this, 3 3s are 9, 2 4s are 8. So this is 12 into 7, that is 84. Okay, let's solve one more question. Find the value of, say, 6 factorial minus 4 factorial divided by 4 factorial. So in between we have difference now. So we cannot cancel like this now. Here it is product. So we can cancel here. But in this question, first of all, we have to find out the difference. But see, the smallest number here is 4. And we can write 6 up to 4. Decreasing this number by 1, we get 5. Then we have 4. So 6, 5, 4 factorial. As it is 4 up to 1. Minus 4 factorial divided by 4 factorial. Now why I have written like this? Because we can take 4 factorial common. So taking 4 factorial common here, the remaining terms are 6 into 5, that is 30. Taking 4 factorial common from this term, it is minus 1 divided by 4 factorial as it is. It get cancelled now as here we have product. So 30 minus 1 is 29. Okay. So for this question we have evaluate n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Values of n and r are given respectively 10 and 4. So let's find out this. N factorial, r factorial, n minus r factorial. So n is 10. Substituting here we get 10 factorial. Then r factorial, that is 4 factorial. N minus r, that is 10 minus 4 factorial. Now for this 10 minus 4 we have a bracket, so it is 6 factorial. 4 factorial into 6 factorial. So this 10 factorial we can write it up to 6 so that we can cancel that 6 factorial. So 10, 9, 8, 7, then 6 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 6 factorial. So I have written 6 factorial first. Now for 4 factorial we have to write it completely using the meaning. Write 4 factorial as 4, 3, 2, 1. This product is 4 factorial. So now we can cancel this 6 factorial. 4 into 2 is 8. So I am cancelling this 8 with this 8. And dividing this 9 by 3, we get 3. So here we have 7 into 3 into 10. That is 210. See, if you don't understand the calculation, just try to write down the values. Try to calculate it so that you will get the value. Okay. Next one is find n if 15 minus n factorial divided by 12 minus n factorial equal to 5 factorial. Now 15 minus n is greater than 12 minus n. As 15 is greater than 12 and we are subtracting n from both the numbers. So 15 minus n is bigger than 12 minus n. So we can write this 15 minus n in terms of 12 minus n. So let's write the factorial. 15 minus n. Then the next will be 15 minus n minus 1. Okay. That means it is 14 minus n. So 14 minus n minus 1. That is 13 minus n. Again subtracting 1, we get 12 minus n. That is our denominator. So 12 minus n up to 1. That is 12 minus n factorial. Divided by 12 minus n factorial. And here it is 5 factorial. So let's write the value. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This product is 5 factorial. Now this 12 minus n factorial get cancelled. So in the left hand side we have product of this 15 minus 1 is 14. So 14 minus n. Yes. In the left hand side we have product of 3 natural numbers. Okay. Product of 3 consecutive natural numbers. Difference of these numbers, here it is 1. Again difference of these two numbers is 1. So these 3 are consecutive natural numbers. If we write this right hand side also like that, product of 3 consecutive numbers, then we don't have to write this product and we don't have to solve the equation. We directly get the value. See here, if we write this 3 into 2 as 6, 5, 4. See here. Writing this product together, 3 into 2 is 6, then 5, 4. Now the reason here for writing like this is, here it is product of 3 consecutive natural numbers starting with the biggest number. 6, then difference 1, that is 5. Again subtracting 1, we get 4. See here, 15 minus n is the biggest number of all these 3. Then the next number, a consecutive natural number, as the difference is 1, subtracting 1, we get 14 minus n. Subtracting 1, we get 13 minus n. That means 15 minus n is 6. 14 minus n is 5 and 13 minus n is 4. You can take any of the equation and you get the same value. 15 minus n is 6. That means minus n is 6 minus 15. So minus n is minus 9. So value of n is 9. If you take 14 minus n also, you get the same thing. See here. Minus n is 5 minus 14 minus 9. So n equal to 9. And if you take the last identity, 13 minus n equal to 4, again you get the same thing. N equal to 9. So value of n is 9 here. Okay. So this is your today's assignment. Find the value of 6 factorial minus 3 factorial upon 3 factorial and 6 minus 2 factorial upon 3 factorial. In the second question, find n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. And 2 questions are given there. Values of n and r are given. So substitute the values. Use the method given in the video and solve it. Similarly for the third question also. We have solved a question like this here. So you can use that method and you can find value of n. Okay. I hope you understood this factorial notation concept. Okay. See you in the next video. Thank you.